that any true hatred of America, because there is some of that, there's an element of that. I've said this before, and I published it in my book. If there's really that true hatred of America, I believe most of the time it is what I call politically immature envy or repressed personal jealousy. Okay?
Yeah.
Because only when you've lived down here do you realize how nice it is to live under the Constitution, how nice it is to have a great military. Because, by the way, Mike, hello, the United States is protecting its stateside. And can you imagine Alberta? Obviously, Alberta 51 is the only answer because Alberta will immediately have access to all American resources, including military protection, including a First Amendment, a Second Amendment. You have police force that's working for you as a state because that's the whole concept. So I do believe any kind of a hostility or whatever to America, towards America, to me, a lot seems from people who've never lived here and enjoyed it down here, because I really do believe there's a different feeling of freedom, because I've lived in both places, Mike. So enough. We've talked about that so much as far as the hostility and stuff. But I remind a lot of I've got a lot of friends in Canada. The majority of my friends are in Canada, and a lot of them from the East Coast, mainly Ontario and Quebec. I reminded a friend of mine in Montreal. Montreal is it's like 19 miles from the New York border. Montreal. I reminded him he was an anti-American guy, right? The military, all the way, warmongers, blah blah.
Yeah.
And I simply told him, I simply said, dude. By the way, I want to let you know that the United States is here to protect Canada, and we always have been. If anyone messed with you in Montreal or Alberta or BC or anywhere, if anyone messed with you, as far as these foreign powers, the United States would fly in and kick their butts, is what we would do. And I wanted to remind him of that strength does not necessarily mean, shall we say, goodness. Strength, the meek shall inherit the earth, means, obviously, it means that carry a big old sword, but keep it sheathed. But know that you have if you need it. So I do want to remind everybody in Canada, not just Alberta, not just Quebec, everyone in Canada, that the United States of America loves you guys, and we will protect you and take a bullet for you. I just want to remind Canadians of that, Mikey, and then this might have been a good platform to do so.
If you look at the benefits